Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the Moor Analytics Afternoon Energy Podcast for June 30th, going into the 1st. Going to start off with natural gas. We left a minor bullish reversal below on the day. I'm not going to go over all the higher time frame stuff in here. The trade below 333.20 brought in 173 ticks of pressure, and the trade below 325 brought in 91 ticks of pressure before breaking back above it here. Now we've rolled over a little bit. If it fails back below decently, I would reshort it. That's going to come in at 327.80 plus 0.8 of a tick per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Decent trade above this formation right here, which is going to come in at 331 minus 0.4 of a tick per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. That'll warn of decent strength. Decent trade above 335.70 minus 0.1 of a tick per hour. That'll project this upper 200 ticks minimum, 480 ticks plus maximum, and possibly start this in a bull trend. If we break above that decently and back down through it decently, look for decent pressure to come in. A maintained gap lower tomorrow will leave a minor bearish reversal above. And crude oil, a maintained gap higher tomorrow will leave a minor bullish reversal below. I'm not going to go over all the higher time frame stuff in here. The trade below 114.35 brought in $45.79 to the downside. A lot of other bearish calls in here. Those are all on hold. Then the trade above 69.49 warned a decent strength, but so far we've only seen strength up to 71.60 before rolling over here today. A decent trade below 68.57 minus 1.3 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. That will warrant decent pressure, but if we break below there decently and back up through it decently, look for decent short covering to come in. And in the RBOB, or unleaded gasoline, a maintained gap lower tomorrow will leave a minor bearish reversal above. I warned a range expansion today, but we only saw a slight range expansion. The trade below 352.26 brought in 76.61 cents of pressure. A lot of other bullish calls, a number of other bearish calls in here. Those are all on hold. Then I said the trade above 287.06 warrants of decent strength. We've seen strength so far up to 292.83. Decent trade back below where that line comes in at 284.32 minus 8 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. That'll warrant of decent pressure. In heating oil, tomorrow has a good likelihood of seeing range expansion. A maintained gap higher tomorrow will leave a medium bullish reversal below. Which I would note we almost left today here. But we did turn bullish in there. A failure below 393.86 brought in 93.73 cents of pressure. Number of other bearish calls in here. I said to get long on a decent penetration above 320.04 in here. We rallied up to 326.08. Decent failure back below that line, which is going to come in at 319.75 minus 3 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. will warn of decent pressure. And in the Brent, maintain gap higher tomorrow will leave a minor bullish reversal below. A trade below 113.13 brought in $41.75 of pressure. A number of other bearish calls in here. And the break, those are all on hold. The break above 72.83 said warrants of strength, but we've only seen strength so far up to 74.90 before rolling over. And in the gas oil, we left a medium bullish reversal below on the day that warrants a higher trade for days/weeks. Tomorrow has a good likelihood of seeing range expansion. On the day here, it warns we may see some pressure overnight into the gap, possibly before/if resuming higher trade. If we leave a maintained gap lower tomorrow, that'll leave a minor bearish reversal above, which will be even more effective if we take out 897 in the process. And that would likely negate that medium bullish reversal below and warn of a run back down for the lows. I also said that, let me back up a little bit. Failure back below 1254.64 brought in 402.14 pressure. A lot of other bearish calls in here. Those are all on hold. Then I said the break above 896.59. Now projects this upward 19 minimum, 60 plus maximum, and we've traded from 896.59 up to 916.75, attaining the minimum. If we fail back down through that line decently, that's going to warrant a decent pressure. That's going to come in at 896.07. -5 per hour starting at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The cadence going into tomorrow is the heating oil is the strongest of the three, the RBOB in the middle, and the crude the weakest of the three relative to one another. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on tomorrow's podcast.